PSE Supra X40. Look at all these beautiful color choices. Let's see how they stack up. Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel. MFJJ here at podiumarcher.com, looking at the PSE Supra X40s. Just like the 37s, they come in 3 different cam configurations, 6 different colors, only 2 weight changes. So what we have here is a published speed of 330 on the EM2 with a 7.5-inch brace height, 75% let off, 24.5 to 30.5, 50 to 60 pounds, 4.9 pounds. The SE2 is a 320 speed, 7 7/8, 65%, 70% or 75% adjustable let off, 28 to 33.5-inch overall draw lengths, 50 to 60 pound options, 4.9 pounds, and the M2 at 330 FPS as well, 7.5, 65, 70, 75, 27.5 to 31.5, 50 to 60, 4.9. Let's check some stuff. All right, so let's see what our reflex looks like, which I'm betting this is going to be a 0, just like the other one. This is actually deflexed. So this specific bow has about a 1/2 inch of deflex. So for those not listening or haven't been paying attention, deflex is a new term. Deflex is when the grip is actually the other side of the pivot point, which is rare. You don't find those very often. It's usually only in target posts. The other thing we neglected to mention in the 33 is how long the riser was. This has a 29 3/4 inch riser length on this bow on a 40-inch platform. Our actual axle to axle length, I imagine they're all going to be the same because the other ones were. This is 40 and 1/8. And our brace height on the, let's see, what is this bow? This is the EM2, is supposed to be 7.5, and it's 7 1/4 to the front of the string, 7 3/8 to the back of the string. Reflex geometry, and this is going to be the same, so we don't need to measure that. Riser length is going to be the same. Confirm the axle to axle is the same. That one's 40 spot on. Measure our brace height here. This is, let's say 7 7/8. Which is right for the SE2, so they actually got that measurement right there. The actual got that. 40 spot on. Now I put that at 7 3/8 to the front of the string, 7.5 to the back of the string. And how do you want to measure it? So let's see how these feel and shoot. I'll start with the, I'm going to shoot the EM2. I started with that on the other. There we go. So off of that bolt hole, it's definitely shy. It's like 29 3/4, somewhere around there. So it's definitely shy of that length. All right, this is the SE2 Cam at 30 inches. And she measures out about the same. They're 29 3/4, 29 5/8 to the bolt hole, which the bolt hole and the grip don't perfectly line up, but they're pretty close. So yeah, I'd say that's a 29 3/4 inch draw length bow right there that says it's a 30. So note to self, they're a little short when you're checking your lengths. This is the EM2 Cam at 30 inches. And it's the same. I'd say 29 3/4, maybe 29 7/8, somewhere around there. So they're all a little short. So keep in mind they're 1/4 to 1/2 short on all 3 of these configurations when you're going to set this up for you. All right, so this is the EM2 Cam on the Supra X40, charcoal colored, 60 pounds, 300 grains. Let's see how it feels. Once again, these will have a whole bunch of forward hop in them, so make sure you have a sling on or something if you're going to test fire them, and try to shoot with a relaxed hand because it's going to want to go. Not quite as much as the 37, but still a lot of forward jump. And like I said, there's There's a lot of target guys that really like that feedback. They want to feel that, but there's also target guys that don't. So to each his own. But this bow's definitely got a lot of forward hop if you like that. Just like the 37, the vibration goes away quite quickly. It's like a large surge forward and then just dissipation real quick. I'll go ahead and hang on to this one so I can feel it. Yeah, there's a little vibration there if you actually hang on to it and feel it, but it dissipates relatively quickly, probably due to the string stop and the rigidity of the riser. So let's see how fast this EM2 is. EM2 Super X 40, 60 pounds, 30 inches with a 300 grain arrow through the crony. We are looking for EM2 330 feet a second. That's what we're looking for. See what we get. 321. That's pleasantly closer to what it should be. And mind you, all three of these bows measured short. So if these bows actually fully broke out to 30, a true 30, that'd probably be closer to 325 or something like that. Oh, 316. That's weird to go from 321 to 316. We may have to shoot this one over again and check it. That doesn't seem right. And those arrows are really close to each other, so. There's again. 319. I want to reshoot those just to check. We just built these arrows and these are all within a half a grain of 300 grains, so I know there's not enough arrow variance there, and those arrows impacted the target within a 3/4 of an inch each other. So I want to make sure I'm giving you accurate information, folks. So we'll check it again. We got a 316, a 319, 321. And 316 one throws me off. .321. .319. If this arrow shoots 316, I'm gonna freak out. So those are the same speeds. I think this one was just a fluke, but we'll see. Duplicate 319. So we're going to call it 319. I think that's as fair as we can get on that one, so we'll write that down. It's EM2. 319. Alright. This is the SE2, 30 inches, 70 pounds, or 60 pounds, sorry. 30 inches, 60 pounds, 300 grain arrow. And we're looking for 320. This one definitely pulls easier, that's for sure. Not a surprise. 300. Yeah, it just pulls like super easy. 301. So yeah, if you're looking for a long, forgiving target bow and you want something that's just super easy to pull and you don't give a crap about how fast it is, this would be a good config for you because this feels like it's 5 to 7 pounds lighter than the other one, but that's also a direct reflection of the fact that it's almost 20 feet slower and it is about 20 feet, or it looks like, off of the published speed, which is what we were finding with most of the 37s. Yeah, 304. So I'll give you a 302 on this one. So that's 18 feet shy. And 20, good Lord, 26 feet, or no, 14, that's that one, sorry. 12 feet slower than its 37-inch component variant, but the brace height's a lot higher too, so that's not a shock. All right, this is the Supra X40, 60 pounds, 30 inches, 300 grain arrow, the EM2 Cam. We are looking for 330 feet a second. I'm wearing the wrong pants today. I don't have my pocket quiver. Dang it. All right. Here we go. This definitely spools up a lot more than the EC2 Cam. You can feel the weight a lot more, and that, like, the speeds that I'm getting out of the bows directly reflect how they feel to me. So if you see a bow that's like drastically slower, it probably feels like really easy to pull. If you see a bow that's drastically faster, it probably feels a lot harder to pull.
What was your first speed?
315. There we go. 319. 316. So I'm going to give you 317 on this. That should be the average. So just 13 feet slow. Once again, these are target bows, folks. How fast it goes should almost never really be important to you. There's rarely instances that a drastic speed increase in one bow or another helps you in the target world because you know how far away things are. So that one wouldn't really be a huge factor to me. I would really go more for what felt better. And for what it's worth, that EC2 Cam feels really good regardless of what configuration it's in. It doesn't stack up like the other ones do. So if you're looking for something that's comfortable and not so aggressive, that's a really good way to go. If you're trying to ease every last little bit of energy out of your bow, whichever one of the M2 or EM2s fit your draw length better would probably be a good way to go. But all in all, the bows feel really good. The riser's real rigid, and at $13.99, it's not the most expensive target bow in the world. So if you're getting scared away from $2,000, $1,900, it's definitely a good one to look at. I don't think you're going to be giving up any performance at all because it does seem very solid. Once again, it has the same integration that the 37 has. So you've got rear mounting systems for the rests, like the IMSs, and the Hamskea drilled holes in it. It does have the new shim tuning system where you don't have to press it to get these out. You don't have to take the axle out to get these out. There's just a tool, pop them out, put them back in, change it over. Allows you to move the cam left and right, and you can twist the yoke a little bit. I avoid that just because that's a skinny piece of material. It's probably going to stretch a little left or right. Multiple places to mount a rear bar position, and the same stuff the PSE has made. Otherwise, limb widths are good. Bow's solid. Let-off adjustments built into the cam. I mean, it's a good way to go. Oh, one thing I should point out, they do come with 3 different grips. So you can change this angle right here. It's bolted on in the back. That screw does not stick out where you can feel it. And there's 3 different grip angles that all come with the bow. It's not an additional thing you have to purchase. That's on both Supras. That is something that's a new feature as well. So thank you, PSE, for that opportunity and those changes. Follow along on the YouTube channel. And might as well head on over to Instagram. See some stuff over there. Comment down below on what you think of this format, and if we are forgetting things or there's things we're not talking about that we should be talking about, or if this is just dumb altogether. Either way, let me know. Don't care. Thanks for watching.